And we're back. Alright. So you want to do all your corners and your sides that way. And so we did the front there, and now we're going to go on the back, and we're just going to round that off. Or you can just tuck that through a little bit. Now if you want, you can do both sides. That's entirely up to you. I would prefer maybe just doing the front and just rounding off the sides like I did here. Okay, that's the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to leave room on the back so you can sign it, you know, and all that good stuff. The fun part. People like to get ornaments, especially handmade ones at Christmas time. And if you're a carver, you really do have a neat advantage to be able to create things like this. Now your knife has to be sharp, folks, and don't hesitate to make sure that, you know, that you're ready to carve with it. I'm just going to keep going here and finishing this up. We're kind of done with the tree, or not done, but shaped up anyway. It's just like the branch guides, folks. You can, it's endless the amount of ideas that you can get for that. You know, create your own little thing. We're going to do maybe a couple of these or a few of these, especially for the beginner. You know, if you're a beginner, it's kind of hard to figure out patterns on your own. Not that you can't, of course. You certainly are more than welcome to make your own patterns and try it. That's part of the neat thing of creating carvings, you know, doing carvings. You create your own stuff eventually, and it makes it for a very interesting hobby. And a very, you know, to be creative, it's amazing what you come up with ideas. And you never know where your ideas will come from either. That last one I did, Ducky's First Plunge, that was a shelf sitter that somebody asked me to do, an animal shelf sitter or whatever I wanted, if I could do something. And that was really a lot of fun to do. He turned out really well. I was happy with him. Okay, so now we have all our sides done, basically. We're going to clean this stuff up here. Alright, see how that looks? Now, this line here, that was drawn on one last year. I don't know if you remembered, I had the circles, the Santa face with a circle. It looked like a Christmas ball with a hook on the top. I was creating that, and that's where that line, so that has no significance to what we're doing today. Okay, what we're going to do, now that the bear is on here, we're going to do the outside of the bear first. So we're going to do a stop cut around his ear. And you want to be very careful, folks, when you do this, okay? Very careful. Control your knife. You know, just take your time when you're doing this. And what I'm doing is I'm just going all the way around my carving, and the outside portion of the carving first to give it its outline. And try to, folks, when you cut in, try to make it very square. You don't want it. You don't want your knife. Let me bring this up a little closer, and I'll show you what I mean. You don't want to lean your knife to the side when you're doing this stop cut. That, you know, this outline. This is an actual stop cut that we're doing. You want to make sure you put it in exactly straight and hold that knife as straight as possible. Because if you don't, you're going to dig into your carving. You're better off doing away from the carving of your figure than into it. Okay? You just want to be mindful of it. You just want to try to keep it as straight in, down and in as you possibly can. And when you get to these little corners like I'm doing right now, going around the candy cane, you just want to make sure that you get those corners as clean cut as you can. You know, push the knife in a little bit where the corners meet, so it will be free to cut out. See here, here's another corner, so I'll go from this side, from that side. I'll work my way down and around for the arm. These are simple projects you can do at night. Should be able to sit down and do one or two of these a night, depending how quick you are with carving. So what I'm going to do is take the tip of my knife and I'm just going to follow that outline from the outside. Okay, so it looks, has a little 3D effect. Okay, see how we're getting this all out? Now you want to be careful that you don't push the tip of the knife so deep that it ends up going into your figure. Okay, you want to be careful of that. Alright. I'm trying to think where I stopped here, right here. And you want to come down this way. And you want to just chop that out. We're going to go much deeper. This is just the first pass that I do. And really it's controlling your knife to do this, folks. You just want to take the tip of your knife, make sure it's sharp, so you can do this very simply like I am now. And now if you're going across, try not to pull it, okay? If it doesn't come free like this piece here didn't free up, you want to just go back and make your stop cut again. Okay? And then you're going to cut it out again. Alright? So, we have it outlined already. Okay, you can see it a little bit, but we're going to go in much deeper. So, I'm going to follow the same path again, a little deeper. Try to get those corners dug out. We want to go in about 1/8 of an inch, maybe deeper, if possible. And folks, with doing carvings like this, a lot of it's deceptive. You know, your cuts are going to make it look deeper, and there's certain ways you can do that. One simple cut can make the world of difference in a relief carving. It makes things look. You see how I'm controlling my knife? Just taking little bits and pieces. I didn't try to do this on the first pass and cut it exactly like I thought I should. You know, going back over it lightly again and around the ears. You know, it's just taking your time, making sure you get those corners and all. And we're going to do a second pass. Here we go. Okay, we're running out of time, and I'll be right back.